All right, welcome to the 3 keys of strong math instruction video series. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the first of 3 keys to strong math instruction. Now, this one is the foundation. This is the anchor of the entire thing, and it may seem obvious. It's something that often actually gets overlooked, but that's the reason why I think it needs to be one of the 3 keys. It's understanding and teaching grade level content to all students. This is so important because in order for students to be ready for the next grade level and ultimately college and career, they need to understand and learn the most important content from each subsequent grade level. It frequently doesn't happen. In fact, you may have heard of TNTP's report called the Opportunity Meth, where they collected data from many different schools across our country, and what they found was that in a lot of classrooms, students were not being given access to grade level content. In 4 out of 10 classrooms, where the majority of students were students of color, they did not receive a single grade level assignment the entire time the TNTP team was there collecting data. And it's not because they couldn't be successful with it. TNTP team members also noticed that the majority of time when students were given on grade level assignments, they were successful with them. This is one of the main reasons that I think we need to start with talking about the content when we're in PDs and in coaching conversations with teachers. First, to ensure that students are being given grade level content. And second is to make sure that it's at the depth of understanding that is required for that grade level's work. Here's what I mean. We know that for students to be successful in math, they need a combination of conceptual understanding, procedural skill and fluency, and problem solving and application skills. But oftentimes, when students are given that grade level work, it's highly procedural. So when I say understand the grade level content and ensure all students have access to it, that understand part is mainly for the teachers. So helping the teacher read the standard and really understand, what is this getting at? Is this a procedural standard, or is this actually getting at the mathematical concept that supports their understanding and their fluency? So what can this look like? Well, it could be unpacking the standard, it could be looking at assessment items and solving those items, and talking about what do students really need to know, do, and understand to be successful with the content. You know, most of us were taught mainly in a procedural way, and so some of that support might actually be a co-investigation about the concept ourselves before we go and teach it to the students. If we really want students to understand math at a deep level, we need to understand math at a deep level as the educator. And oftentimes, teachers need support with this. So that's why it's always the place that I start when I'm helping a teacher plan a lesson. It's always something that I look for when I'm in an observation to see, is the content grade level aligned? And it's always something that we talk about when we debrief a lesson. How did students do with the content? What did they understand? What are they still confused about? And how can we help them to deepen their understanding moving forward?